Everybody is joining in. It is beautiful to see everybody's faces again tonight. Welcome to day 2 BooB camp. Now, I think we're in our 5th year. I think it has to be our 5th year of coming live to you all about lymphatic education. Now, when I started this, it was all about, I made these gloves. I wanted to save the world and make sure everybody was rubbing their body and getting their lymphatic system flowing. And then I figured that, hey, yeah, I can sell some gloves, but are people just going to buy them and use them once or twice and then put them away? Or can I start a group? Can I start a movement? Can I start annoying everybody every month and getting them to move their body, use their gloves, and share with their friends as well how important it is that we get our lymphatic system moving. So welcome to you if you are new joining into my channel. We are live in BooB Camp, in my most amazing BooB Camp group. We hit 17,000 ladies today in BooB Camp. So yay! Look at us go. Look at us go. So 17,000 women have had to listen to me rave on about this all of the time. So yeah, very, very excited. So joining BooB Camp and making this BooB Camp group so I can keep everybody up to date, because we're always learning. I'm always learning. I do not claim to be an expert in anything. I am an expert in being curious. I just want to know more all of the time. So if you've got something to share with me, please do share it across, send me an email or share it across the socials. Let me know what you are up to, and if I can add that and share this with our community. So last night, day 1, disclaimer, this is just my point of view. This is just me as I stand today with 30 years looking after women in the natural health space. I opened my first clinic when I was 19. Okay, so this is just me sharing my opinion, sharing my thoughts, what I think as a remedial massage therapist, as a naturopath, as a mum, as a single mum to a 19-year-old boy. So I've been a single mum since he was 5 months old. As a daughter, as a friend, as a business owner, just sharing my experiences with you. So please, if you do have any medical concerns, find a really great doctor. Contact me if you want the details of mine, and then ask all the questions. Be curious all of the time. So we're here to talk about lymph. We did our education last night. So we talked about what and how the lymphatic system is and how it works, why it stops working as much as we age, and the things that we are doing to slow it down. Tonight, we are taking action. We are taking our health into our hands, and we are going to make sure we're doing everything that we can, even if it is just one little thing. Even if you walk away tonight going, okay, no, I don't want to buy gloves. Why would I buy these PVC gloves, things that spiky, they might rip my skin apart. The balls are cold. I don't want cold balls on my body. I'd rather hot balls on my body than cold balls on my body. Even though they're going to last 3 or 5 years, it's gimmicky. It's I can use a natural brush and whatever reason you're going to come up with. But hey, I know that we've sold 50,000 sets of these gloves, and I know that we have saved lives. I know that we've changed lives, and we're going to keep on doing so. So we're going to run through from the basics. Grab your pen and paper. You got your gloves there? Got your pen and paper ready? Hi, Lynn. Good to see you again tonight. And just write down and just take on one thing. If it's just, I'm going to activate my thymus. We know much about our thymus. Where does our hand go when something happens to us? When we go, where does it go? Here. to our thymus. This is where our T cells, our immune cells go from our bone marrow to our thymus. This is sort of like school. So it goes to our thymus before the cells then go to our lymph nodes. After that, so before our immune system goes. So when we're activating our thymus, we are telling those immune cells, hey, I'm looking after you. Hey, get activated. Hey, I need your help. I'm stressing out a little bit here. Oh, hello, Tammy. Woo, woo, woo. Welcome to the party, girlfriend. Okay, love you. So what, our hand starts here, right? At our thymus. This is where we need to drain towards our heart all of this lymphatic fluid. You have 15 liters of lymphatic fluid, and there's lots of things that can stop it from moving. So we covered a lot of those last night, but we're going to go over things. I'm very happy to go over things, and I will listen to Mads and listen and look in the chat box as we go. All right. Okay. First of all, tell me why you're here. Type it in the chat box. Type it online. Why are you here? Why? Why are you listening to a chick that wears green earrings and green shirts and green gloves and rubs her body all over the internet? Right? Why are you here? I can tell you why some other people are here, and it might be you. You might be the one who wrote this on the form when you entered BooB camp. What's going on with your body? Why are you here? Tanya said to look after myself. Around my right arm, I had 11 lymph nodes removed. Hard to reach the back of my armpit and move fluid. Louise said my body needs help. Carissa, hypothyroidism, sluggish, tired, and stress. Georgina, I need to look after my body more. Thank you, Kerry, on Instagram, to look as good as you and feel healthy. Woo! Donna, to get my health back on track after menopause. Yes. Shona, my body is broken. Suzanne, my lymphatic flow is blocked, except now I have Chelsey jeans gloves. Yes. Sam, I feel sluggish and puffy, looking forward to seeing the difference after using the gloves. Help me to try to stop the progress of lipedema, right? To get my health and body back, to feel healthy and lose the fluid and bloating, band and my weight. Hey, spicy girl, radio. So there we have lots of reasons, lots and lots of reasons. Recently starting using your gloves and creams. I want to look after myself as I get older. Yes, to keep learning something new. Every time we have a meeting and post on BooB Camp, keep you motivated. Yes, Sue Ellen. Thanks, babe. To improve my health, Sue Ellen, you've had amazing results too. Yeah, I love it when you share your results with me. Here to free up my lumpy bits and help me move better, post-menopausal, and my body feels stuck. My body is literally stuck. Yeah. So some of these things might sound familiar to you as well. It could be something big. It could be, I've had a really big scare, right? Or my girlfriends have had a big scare. It's, could get nasty. Your body can feel heavy. It can feel like you've got nowhere to go. You've tried all of the things, and it's like, why and how did this happen to me? So let's answer those questions as we run through all of the how-tos. Now, who has got their glass full of spit? All right, go and get your glass full of spit. So for those joining in tonight, last night, we were speaking about candida and worms and parasites and all the things that stop your body from losing weight. When I first started my first business, it was exercising, it was a toning clinic. and it was like Gloria Marshall. And I could have two people come into the clinic. One would have candida and the other one wouldn't. The one who didn't have candida would lose 5 kilos. The one who had candida would lose half a kilo, starving herself, right? So we have to make sure we address this gut first. We've all heard about how important the gut is. So let's have a look. Now, if your spit, I should have got a glass with water, but you can sort of see water here. If your spit is on the top, so what we did for everyone listening for the first time tonight, I got the ladies to take the glass of water to bed. When they woke up in the morning, they had to spit into the glass of water and then put that glass into the fridge, and now they're going to tell me where their spit is. Is your spit on the top? Anyone got bubbles on the top? If you have bubbles on the top, it means you have candida. Okay? And it will take 1 month on the gut cleanse, on my gut cleanse, to get rid of. Is anybody's spit hanging in the middle? Can you see white bits hanging in the middle? Has it got legs? If you can see some hanging in the middle, you've got candida worse. You will take 2 months to get this candida out of your body. Now, if you were doing this just with diet, it would take 12 months of absolutely no sugar. You'd have to starve the bastard. You'd have to starve it out. Who has a glob on the bottom? Anyone with globs on the bottom? Bottom dwellers? Yep. 3 months. 3 months on the good gut protocol, your body is riddled with candida. So you might notice you have a white tongue. You might notice you have some whiteness in your mouth. You could get thrush. You could have a sluggish brain and brain fog. You could crave sugar and have no energy and not be able to lose weight. These are the signs of candida. Now, antibiotics, medications is going to make it worse. We need to make sure we are killing all of those parasites and we are ridding it from your body. Another fun fact, if you did or were coerced into having the vaccine, it has 8 strands of parasites in it. So you will have to do a gut cleanse and parasites. So now doing this parasite cleanse, you will pass worms like this. And then that's probably half of it. And that's probably one snapped off halfway. Okay? To get rid of this shit, of this garbage, of these parasites out of your belly. So please look up our good gut protocol. It means taking it's not so, it's something that I used to sell on my website, but you can go to my website and it takes you directly to Mark Porter's website, Genesis Health. So you're buying directly from him. I don't get anything from it. I used to, but I'm just focusing on lymphatics now. But we have to make sure your body can absorb the nutrients that you're taking in. And if you have candida, guess what? All of those nutrients are going straight to the yeast, straight to the candida, straight to the worms. And your energy levels aren't going to get any better. And those worms are just they burrow into your skin. They burrow through your gut. They cause autoimmune conditions. It's shocking. Your brain, you're not going to have any good dopamine, serotonin, neurotransmitters happening either. You're going to be struggling. You'll fight really hard. You'll lose some weight and then you'll put back on double. Right? So doing the good gut protocol. So that's that's the spit test. Prevention, yes. Detox pathways are blocked. Overloaded, chronic, yes. Let's learn about lipedema too. I have some news today if you'd like to share. I went to an appointment and had 20 steps to go, and I actually got the first time in 5 years. Since I got like this, I managed to walk up the whole lot without stopping. I couldn't even get my back door stairs without being in pain. Sue Ellen, beautiful babe. Beautiful. Ticks to all of those. Good gut protocol. Bottom of the glass. You don't need to see. A doctor won't help with candida. because it's antibiotics that cause it, and a doctor can only give you antibiotics. So no, it's the doctor that causes this. They don't recognize it. They don't recognize it at all. Okay, so getting our gut right, making sure we are pooing, drinking water, we're not constipated. So is everybody happy with that part? We got that covered? Beautiful. All right. So when it comes to our lymphatic system, we have 15 liters, and all of this fluid has to come back up to your heart. Now, it's pretty tricky. The body is pretty clever, because you would think that it would break the half down the middle, okay, all the way down the middle, but it doesn't. And it's going to look a little bit different because we're mirrored, but your right-hand side drains from your rib cage, and your right arm drain to the right side, and then everywhere else drains to the left. Okay, so that's why most women will have breast cancer in the left-hand breast. That's why the left-hand breast is normally bigger or lumpier than the right-hand side, is because there's more. If you hurt your right knee, the fluid has to come up through your pelvis and then up to the right-hand side, to the left-hand side from your right knee. So if you hurt your right knee, you have to unblock your right hip, your left hip, your belly, and also your chest for all of that fluid to come up and around. So I teach you all of this out the practitioners on the practitioner course that I do. It's really important to know that when you are a lymphatic practitioner. So when we are brushing our body, we want to start by opening up and activating where all of the lymph nodes areas, where the main ports are, where the big collective ducts are. And that is in your chest area, that is underneath your arms and neck. So it's all this area here first, by activating that. What does Tarzan do? Beats his chest. What about the haka? Right? That is all activating all of the lymph nodes. Now, these lymph nodes, they hang out wherever your body bends. So they are lymph nodes because it doesn't have a pump. Your heart pumps around your blood, but your lymphatic system relies on you to breathe, to move, contract the muscles, okay, and move. That's it. To breathe and move, to keep them moving, to keep these lymphatic systems open so you can push the fluid towards them. If they are getting stagnant and blocked, if you're getting puffiness up around your underarm, a lymphatic system can be blocked for years. Years. A parasite can live in your body for like 40, 50, from when you were little, years as well. They can even get up into your brain, right? So this lymphatic system can keep that grudgy, gunky yuckness for years trapped in these areas. If your body doesn't feel safe enough to be able to release the toxins out, you can be too toxic to lose weight. Okay, does that make sense? You can be too toxic to lose weight. So if you have got fibromyalgia, if you have got chronic inflammation, if your lymphatic system, if your detoxification system and organs aren't working properly, there's no way your body is going to release these heavy metals or these poisons and these toxins that you've accumulated through your life out into your system. You're not going to be able to handle it. So we have to make sure that we stop putting the toxins in and we allow the inflammation to go down. So whether you have lipedema or lymphedema or chronic fatigue, or if you are in a wheelchair, or if you are a baby, or if you are an athlete, everybody has to make sure that we're activating these lymph nodes first. So we're going to find them in our chest. We're going to find them in our belly. We're going to find them in our hips, all around our hips. We're going to find them in our knees, and then down at our ankles. So if you can activate all of those And I like to do it with the spiky side of my glove. Now we are going to use the spiky side on naked skin, and the rollerball side can be used after you put on the lymphatic cream and the mag or over top of clothes. So let's run through some scenarios. I'm waking up in the morning. I'm moving my neck from side to side. I'm going, oh, that was just a dream. I'm back to reality. Time to go and save the world. And as I'm laying there, I will rub my boobs. I lay in bed, I breathe, and I rub my boobs. I pretty much start doing that until I start burping. I get my digestive system working just by activating and rubbing and moving my body. Then I go to the toilet, do a wee, normally then get my cup of tea and relax a little, make sure I'm seeing the sunshine. Is everybody please make sure you see the sunshine first before you look at your screen. We have to have sunshine in our eyes. We have to have this natural rhythm cycle of the earth. Biohacking means connecting with the earth. Again, connecting with the sun, waking up with the sun, letting the sun come in our eyes, connecting back, standing on the grass, all of those important things. All right. So then I'm having a glass of water in the morning. I'm taking a lot of I take my supplements. I take my my vitamin C. I take my berberine. I have my magnesium. I have my creatine, some amino acids, all mixed in my drink, and I drink that up. I will then do some work, and then I normally go to gym. So I will get dressed for gym, and once I'm dressed for gym in my workout clothes, I will do the gloves before I go to the gym, because I want to make sure that when I'm at gym, that the lactic acid doesn't get stuck in any of the areas, and it's going to work through my body the best it can. So I'm not going to have a DOMS effect, all that lactic acid build up, and I'm going to be able to lift and run and do everything the best that I can. When I get home from the gym, so sometimes I go straight to work, especially on sale times like at the moment. But if I'm going to have a shower. Let's run through having a shower, because we're going to use the spiky side. We're going to use the spiky side on our bare skin. Okay? So it's spiky side. And however you use the ball side and the spiky side is exactly the same. First of all, we activate through our chest, tapping, tapping, tapping. Now listen, if you have 10 minutes to do this, spend 10 minutes. If you have had any lymph nodes removed from your chest, if you've had a mastectomy and they've removed the lymph nodes, it is imperative you do this like 3-5 times a day. You have to then take responsibility of moving this lymph. So take the time to open up the chest first. Once you've opened up the chest, then start on the arm and see how I am brushing one little bit at a time and pushing that through. There's no point me starting at the hands here and trying to push fluid if this is blocked. Does that make sense? Great. So we're pushing through everywhere. All right. And your skin should be able to take the pressure of the gloves. If your skin can't, you might be on medication, but you need to use my cream to strengthen your skin. The integrity on your skin, if it's shithouse on the outside, it's going to be shithouse on the inside, in your gut. So you've probably got lots of bloody worms in there and spike proteins going around. You need zinc. If your skin isn't great, please start taking some zinc and some collagen. So I'm working through. Now, tuck up arms. Don't tuck up arms. Touch up arms. Harder. Right. Make that area red as you can make it. Get the blood flowing there so it comes to repair. and tighten your skin. And then up. Then the other side. I have been going back to gym. I just want to get my muscles back. All right, so tightening up here, massaging through, all the way up, all the way up. Well, rub your arms in. Can you feel the tingles? All right, so spiky side, bare skin. Once you've done the top, oh, I nearly ripped my earring out. Remember to breathe. Remember to loosen up your shoulders, move your head from side to side. Nothing is going to flow through something that's just tight, okay? Make sure you are nice and loose and moving. Okay. What's zinc? Picolate. So use a zinc, picolate, and have it after food. See, I'm an over-methylator. You've got to find out these things. It's good to have, have some really good blood tests done. I'm an over-methylator, which means I cannot have activated B vitamins. I only can have the standard B vitamins. So when they go through my liver, so when you have an activated B, it means that the B is like the present is already open. It's the box is open and those Bs are ready to be used straight away. That doesn't work with me. I have to have the box closed when those Bs come through my body. So it's really important to find out what's going on with you. So I have to have zinc because I'm an over-methylator. Okay, so that is our top section done. Can you use the gloves in the end of the day as well? Yes. Neuropathy from a spinal injury, and I put my legs up the wall for 30 minutes. Yes, absolutely. You can do this before you go to bed. You can do it morning, during the day, in the car, on a plane. You can do it now. What's that ad? Who's old enough to know that ad? Anyway, okay. The beer ad. Yes, the beer ad. How does it go? VB. Oh, God, I can't remember it. Anyway, okay. So we've done the top section. The next section we're doing is is our belly. So super important to do our belly because we need the hormones, we need the fats all absorbed through our belly. So if you're naked, we're using the spikes. But now that I've got clothes on this part, I don't want to damage my dress. So I am going to use the balls. So I'm going to activate. So even I forgot to show boobs. Really get into the breast tissue. Wobble the boobs. See, I love wearing this dress. I don't have to have a bra on and I don't have to have knickers on, right? There's nothing stopping my lymph from moving, just this little bit here. So in the boobs, under here, get into all of those areas. Sometimes it's good to use the opposite hand. Whatever you can do just to brush towards your heart. I love you, ladies. Okay, now tummy. Let's pat all around the tummy. Now we're going to go clockwise. We're going to go around clockwise. So that means to the left, this way. To the left, around and round. This will get you pooing. Around and around, and then back to front. Back to front, like this. Okay. All the way around. Spend some time here. Now, if you have had a C-section, if you have had a hysterectomy, if you've had any other surgeries in your tummy, it might still be numb. Yeah? So you might have to just use a toothbrush on your scar. If it's a new scar, use a toothbrush on anywhere that you have scars. When I had my my varicose vein stripped, my legs were numb until I started using the gloves. It just brought back the feeling back into my body. Right, now we're going to do hips. Open your hips up, bend your legs up and down a little bit. Well, not too far because you don't have undies on, Chelsey. Okay, side, side, side. Now, pat all around your bum, all around here, because our hips hold a lot of our tension. Our hips hold a lot of our emotion. Okay, so around your bum, coming up, 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 up. If you've got some cellulite, you want to do it a little bit more, same as the underarms. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And then around your knees. Get in around your knee area. That can feel a little bit sore. Now, if you do have lipedema, you are going to be sore to touch. Your skin is sore to touch. But the problem is, it is that meshed up. The skin and the fat is that meshed up that sometimes we do have to go a little bit deeper to make a difference, especially when we're using our pneumatic compression as well. So get in around the knee area and then calves, one hand, two hands, feels nice. And then down to your ankles and then all the way up. And then our favorite bit, let's do a little bit of a bounce and get your lymph flowing. It's a great way to exercise. Perfect way to start the day. If you are cranky, it doesn't matter. You can do your lymph dance, go Ellison around the house. You feel good afterwards, but you may feel shit house 3 days later. All right. So this comes with a very big but. As you have garbage collected, go Shell, woo woo, go Shell. As you have so much garbage all over you, in your body that can be there for years and years and years, once you start doing this sequence, all we're doing is massaging the body, right? All we're doing is massaging the body, but we're doing it in the correct order. I'm going to tell you something. I spent some time over in Perth a couple of weeks ago, and I met with quite a few massage schools. And I asked the teachers of the massage schools, said, can you please tell me, I did my little talk. And I said, can you please tell me why you are teaching your students to start their massage with their client face down, prone? Why are you putting everyone's head in the hole when you start to massage? Can anyone tell me why? Just put in the comments. Can you think of any reason why we are taught face down, why everyone is now, massage students are all taught to start with their client laying face down? Anyone want to have a guess? It was because just in case the client doesn't want to talk to you or that you don't want to talk to them. So it's got nothing to do with the anatomy of the body. It's got nothing to do with how everything flows. You know how shit you feel when your head's stuck in a hole all that time and everything's getting all moved around and your face starts to swell up and your nose gets full and then it just drips all over the ground and then you don't want to ask for a tissue and then you don't want to do a big snot, like a big thing, and it just yuck. So this is going to make my life so much easier because if I want to change the way the whole world massages and the only reason they've got to lay face down is, oh, just in case the client's got anxiety and we don't need to have to talk. That means that we can change it, right? We need to talk. We need to have that connection. I need to know what's going on in your body. I want to touch your thymus. I want to feel your heart. I want to open up all of these areas here in your chest. I want to connect with you. I want to make sure that I'm just not swishing all of this gunk around in a circle in your body while the lid's still on, the toothpaste. I'm going to treat your body like it is a bottle of champagne. I'm going to pop the cork at the top so all the bubbles and all the gunk and everything can start flowing through. and going through the process of detoxification. Does that sound good? Yeah, that sounds really good. That's what we need to do. Yeah, I get all blocked up. Yeah, Chris, it's dumb. And it's just how you were taught. That's right. Just doing what I'm told. Just doing what I'm told. It's not a time for that anymore. It's a time to question everything. Do not trust anyone, especially the government. If you can't tell by now, I'm a very anti everything. Is it okay to do with a heart condition? I have the gloves. Yes, it's okay to do unless you have a pacemaker. If you have a pacemaker, you can't use the magnetic balls. You have to pop your balls out. Okay? Pop the balls out if you have a pacemaker. But we are putting a load on the heart. We are putting some extra pressure on the heart. I want you to start off slow. I want you just to start by activating your thymus, by breathing deep, by just massaging and touching your body. Just like this. This is super powerful. This is unbelievably powerful. I don't even believe it myself, but I see it all of the time. It's crazy how simple and easy this is with the biggest results. I've got clients, ladies, who have tried everything forever. I've had guys who have been on the list to go and have surgery, and they come in and we do their lymphatics and they don't need surgery anymore. Real clients, like life-changing stuff. Okay. Old-fashioned, yes. Just how we were taught, get all blocked up. Most people jump on that way. I just want a neck and shoulder massage. Yes, Jules, but we need to educate them. So Jules has been a remedial massage therapist for as long as I have, probably even longer. And she's now changed over to do lymphatic massages with her remedial clients. And now they're all asking, they're like, oh, give that to me. God, I feel so much better now. We're changing lives. Thanks, Jules. I've got all my clients starting on their back now, and it's making a huge difference in their results. What about if you're sick, like the flu? I was doing it and I didn't realize I was sick. And after I had the shivers in bed, I think it brought on the flu quicker. Yeah. So when your temperature goes up, when your body heats up, it is fighting a war inside your body. It is trying to get rid of the baddies. So the last thing you want to do is cool it down and stop it. So if you cannot take the Panadol, if you cannot cool the body down, then you allow the body to heat up, get that temperature, and then let your body fight what it needs to do naturally. The T cells and the B cells, like if it has been a pathogen, like that you've had before, your T cells can go in there and it can grab onto it and get rid of it. But if it's something that your body hasn't seen before and it needs a B cell, well, then it has to be made in your bone marrow, and that can take a couple of days. So that has to be made, and then it's got to be brought up, and it has to be you have to rest a little bit. And as these these toxins need to come out of your body. All this stuff needs to come out. We are more toxic than ever. All right. What if on breast cancer treatment? Is there anything processed to do? So if you have had lymph nodes removed, still do the same process. If you have then any adverse swelling, that's when I would then ask another question. So come in and ask another question, and then go and see a lymphedema specialized massage therapist, practitioner. Okay. So, but start with this. This is going to help 95% of people. There is going to be a small percent that is going to have some blockages that you will probably need to get some imaging done and find out what's going on. Okay. All right. So we're doing the sequence. We are looking out for our detoxification effects because they're going to show. They are going to show, and it could knock you for a 6. You could be throwing up, you could be in bed, you could have headaches, all of the things. You need to nurture your body through that. You need to love your body through that. You are not going to hate your body healthy, girlfriend. You have to love your body through all of these processes. And that's what it is. It's a journey. It's learning. It's what does Louise Hay say about lymphatic issues? A lymphatic problem is a disconnection from joy. You have a choice. Are you going to have fun or not? Can we try to make it fun? Can we fake it till it is fun? What can we do? What can we do to bring a little bit of joy each day? And if you can't make it joyful for yourself, get the pleasure from making somebody else's day. Compliment somebody in the street. That's a beautiful hat. It looks lovely on you. Oh, I like you did your nails today. Oh, your hair looks beautiful. I love the way that you've styled it that way. Can I help you carry your bag? Okay. If you can't make your own day, make somebody else's, because that makes you feel good on the inside too. We are all nurturers. We all like to take care of everybody else, right? So if that makes you feel good, it doesn't have to be so self, all about me. If you get pleasure from complimenting somebody else and not wanting or needing anything in return, you feel good. Yeah? Agree? Thumbs up? Cool. How about tomorrow we all just make a point of complimenting somebody? Can we do that? Yeah, cool. All right, so now we've done the gloves. Let's get on to the lymphatic cream and the magnesium spray. So when you get your kits, you now get our new brochure. So on the brochure, it is going to tell you the names of the ingredients there and then what product they are in. I love aloe vera. We all know aloe vera is about healing. Okay, we've seen how the amazing things that it does with burned skin, sunburn. So if you've got sunburn, you're going to use the lymphatic cream on your skin. So get out in the sun and then lather yourself up with some cream. MCT oil, our coconut oil. So we've got lots of coconut oil. Castor oil. Now I do have to tell you that I put castor oil in here before Barb made it famous. Okay, so it's not just a Barbara O'Neill thing; it's a Chelsey Jean thing as well. And we do use the same castor oil in our products as Barb. Arnica. We all know how good arnica is. We put it on bruises. We can take it internally as well for repair and bring down inflammation. Frankincense. Frankincense makes everything super powered. Frankincense gets through the brain-blood barrier very fast. Frankincense brings the vibration up. It's like rose is the best, like essential oil, like brings the vibration up really, really high. But frankincense makes sure that everything else, all the vibration gets up really high. White cypress. White cypress brings a little bit of the woo-woo, a little bit of the witchcraft into the cream. And the yarrow as well. The yarrow is the beautiful blue ingredient that we use in the cream. So all of this is about skin health. It is about immune system. Rosemary, liver. Think liver. Detoxification, liver. Lemon, citrus. Okay, tightening and immune. Horse chestnut, veins. Think of the integrity of your skin and veins. And then in our magnesium, we have the magnesium chloride, MSM, methanol sulfonate methane. It's a sulfur. It makes sure that we are healing at a cellular level. So it gets in deep with the MSM. Peppermint and eucalyptus. Great. So use your magnesium spray for aches and pains, anything to do with aches and pains. Use it as a deodorant. Use it to keep mozzies away. And if you go to the dog park and there's midgies, that you won't, everybody else will get bitten by midgies, but you won't. So use your magnesium oil for that. Bladderwrack is also in my cream. So bladderwrack is our seaweed. So for our, in our lymphatic cream. Gotcha cola. Gotcha cola is used by the Asians, by Japanese. It's called centurion or something like that. It's like to live for 100 years. It's a longevity herb. And then in our face biotics, so we have our lactobacillus, our probiotics. because we have to make sure we've been talking about our gut flora and the bacteria in our gut, but we are more bacteria than what we are human. The only time we become more human than bacteria is after you go and do a big poo, and then you might be like 50.5% human. So we have to make sure that the bacteria on our skin is also looked after. So that's why we have the lactobacillus in our face cream, and we have bilberry as well as the hyaluronic acid. So you have a very high-end face cream right here, and the Pro Renew. This little bottle is going to last you at least 3 months. And it's on sale at the moment. It is half price. So if you jump onto the website, you are going to get, instead of being $99, you're going to get it for $49, whatever. So it is half price, our Face Biotics cream. The other thing that is half price is our 500 ml magnesium spray. So this is our end of financial year sale. It is half price for our magnesium oil. And I think it's 20% off our lymphatic cream as well. Gloves, 20% off too. I know that the 500 ml mags are nearly run out, and that the face is nearly run out too. So we're up to, we've had nearly 900, nearly 1,000, it'll be 1,000 by tonight, 1,000 orders in 2 days. So it is, you're like, yay, super amazing that we're reaching so many women. So you get your gloves. So the gloves come down to $32 as well. So if you've already got some, grab a pair. And I think if you spend $160, you get a free, with everything that's on sale, you get another free mag as well. I think that's what the deal is. Sally, can you remember? You came in today. Sally came into clinic, into headquarters today. She walked up and I'm like, I know that face. And we had a little bit of a chat. And I'm like, well, what was your name? She's like, Sally. I'm like, no, it's Mrs. Reed. So, yeah, so she came in and I showed her through our new headquarters, and we had the best chat. And then hubby come up and we talked through my harmonizing mats, and then we talked through, if anybody else is a tin hat, like we talked all about the med beds and all the different things there. And I showed her the bed, my Rejuvenest bed, my sauna pod that has got the all the different frequencies in it. It uses PEMF, and how I'm, coming up with all of the frequency healing in clinic as well. So yeah, that was very exciting, and she's now going to follow all of the things. I think I loaded her up. I shouldn't even be telling everybody this, should I? Because I don't do consultations anymore, Sally. Remember? No. Anyway, we had a really good afternoon together. And where was I up to? Can anyone let me know? All right, brochure. So the cool part about the brochure is that you get to put this up on your wall and you can follow exactly what to do. I want to know though, for anybody who has got my brochure, have you read the words around the outside? Has anybody read? Alison, you have. Shirley, you have. Do you love them? Yeah. Yeah. I am caring, I am loving, I am thoughtful. I am strong, I am confident, I am smart. I am pretty, I am beautiful, I am sexy. So if you are feeling a little bit down and a little bit and not that great about yourself, please grab out your brochure, because there is those words that go all the way around the outside. And I want you to, and it's hard. Like I couldn't even look in the mirror. How many years ago was this? Yeah, I remember doing it about 10 years ago. Looking in the mirror and saying, I love you. Like I couldn't do that. I could not do that without the tears and feeling like a fraud. And because I just couldn't. Start with that. And if that's too hard, start by reading all of these ones. I am gentle. Oh, it says I am angelic. I don't think I'm angelic. A lot of you probably would be angelic, but I'm not. I don't think I'm angelic. I am mysterious. I am intoxicating. I am fun. So read these things out about yourself to feel better about you. So pop this brochure up on your wall. Okay. And then it's got lots of cues in there to follow. All right. So we have done the gloves. We're naked. We've done the gloves. We've hopped into the shower. When you get out of, or when you're in the shower, right? Wash yourself chest first. I don't use soap, so I just use a washer or my konjac sponges, and I wash my body. And then when I get out of the shower, I'm going to then dry this area first. And I'm going to do this, dry myself always up, pushing up. Okay. Then I spray with the magnesium spray on, and then I put the lymphatic cream over the top of, and then rub it all into my body. And then I go over the top of that with the balls. So always use the balls either over top of clothes or over top of your lymphatic cream and your mag spray. Okay. Following the sequence again with your creams. Before bed, I will spray the bottom of my feet with my magnesium because I want to get a good night's sleep. And I've made videos and I spray, spray, spray. Just the smell as well as getting the magnesium. I just got out of the bath. I had a good hour and a half soak before I came on tonight. And I used that much of the magnesium in my bath and soaked in that in the bath. Thanks, Sel. Okay, yep, pop the prices in there. Shirley, same, had to look away. Yeah. Shell didn't notice the words. Yep. Can we download the brochure? Yes, it's on the website. Mads, it's on the website to download, I'm pretty sure. But if you put an order in the sale, I'll send you another one. Easy. And you have a real one put up on the board. Okay. So all the different ways you can do your body. What about your face? God, look at the time. Have I been raving on? I've been raving on. Okay, I have to do a plug for tomorrow night before I get onto the face. Tomorrow night we have Cassandra Duffield joining us. Now, you're going to want to listen to this if you are a caring woman, because her story has blown my mind. She's a naturopath, she's a coach, just like me. And she decided a little while ago to have an operation for her prolapse and have mesh inserted in to help with peeing herself, right? I know I went down that road. I went and had like some tests done, because after having a baby, same thing happened to me. I just couldn't really control my bladder as well as I used to be able to. And thank God I didn't, because the story she has to tell about these mesh injuries. I've got another beautiful coach, beautiful therapist that I coach. She had a stroke after. Like, I've got ladies who are now, there's lots of women have died with this mesh. And then it's not an easy thing getting rid of it, because it eats into your muscle. Eats into your bone. And the mesh, what it does is it holds all this bacteria. So if you don't get the bacteria right in your vagina first, once they move that bacteria, it then makes your body septic. Like, it is a story of women across, like, hundreds, thousands of women getting screwed over like you wouldn't believe. So she's going to tell her story and where she's at now. and she's going to tell the story of the lawsuits and speak out against it, what she can as well. So please join tomorrow night and listen to Cass's story. Right, we have to cover lipedema, and then we have to cover face. Is everybody okay if I just keep going? Cool. All right. Lipedema and lymphedema. Now, the two are different, but you can have both. Let's start with lymphedema. Lymphedema normally happens when you have had lymph nodes removed and the fluid builds up and it can't get back to the circulatory system, because the lymph that flows out of your blood vessels has to eventually make it back, but it has to be filtered first. You can't just put that blood that has come out of the blood vessels and gone to feed and cause nutrition to spread around your body. It can't just come straight back in, because it's picked up pathogens and like things that you don't want just straight back into your blood. So it has to go through these lymph nodes first. Now, if you've had lymph nodes removed, then there's going to be a buildup, right? It's going to be a lot harder. I don't understand why lymph nodes get removed. It's like you're in an apartment block and there's so many toilets per block. And if you remove half of those toilets, it means that, so there's just going to be people knocking on your door all the time to use your toilet. And there's going to be a lot of people knocking on your door. And so all this fluid has to sit somewhere, and it sits in limbs. It can sit in your legs and arms. Now, 1 in 3 women who choose to have breast cancer surgery will end up with lymphedema, because there is no education, very, very little education about how to prevent it, when all it takes is some movement, the use of the gloves. Unfortunately, the Lymphedema Association hate me. Don't like me. They don't like my ways, because I'm all about education. I'm all about giving you the power. I'm all about prevention. And for some reason, they don't like me at all. So if you are in a lymphedema group and you mention my name, you probably get kicked out. Oops. See what happened? Did I just go dark? See, they're watching. Can you hear me? Where did I go? Mads. Hello.
Hey, we can see you now.
See what happens? Wow. All right, so we are up to lipedema, because I won't talk about the other thing again. All right, lipedema. Whew. Has anybody joined in on my talks with Amy? And have you listened to the talk I did with Holly on lipedema? Yeah, please listen to those, because man, they were both beautiful. Oh, you started one with Amy today, Lynn? Yeah. Okay. So lipedema is like a crash of tissue in the body, and it's fat cells gone gone maniac. And what happens when that happens is it blocks lymphatic flow from moving through. It also is sore. It's also heavy. So you might feel a heaviness in your arms. You might feel a sponginess. Yes, the skin feels different. Okay? The skin actually feels spongy, like it's a different type of feel. So you can feel it in arms. You can feel it underneath the arms. You can feel it around the legs and around the knee area. The side of things that isn't talked about when it comes to lipedema. Now, this normally happens at a time when you're going through a hormonal change, when women are going through a hormonal change. So that could be going through puberty. I know when Amy tells her story, She recognized her sister was hit, her little sister was hit by a car, and while she was going through puberty, and that trauma, that stress, and her sister lived, but she held that stress in her body. She held that car crash in her body forever. Now, you will talk to women who will say that they were raped. They had a traumatic time on birth. The trauma of giving birth was that bad that that was the perfect storm that then created this smash inside their body. It could be menopause. It could be a breakup of a marriage. There is some type of trauma. It doesn't have to be that dramatic. Like, it doesn't have to be a big, massive dramatic, but it can be a time where you were just left. You were abandoned. You felt smashed, right? At a time of a hormonal change. So we're seeing that there is not only a metabolic effect, a hormonal change, but also a trauma related to lipedema. And the big one is, it is not just genetic. Please don't think that you can only have it if your mum or your grandma has it, because there's no way that 1 in 9 women in Australia now have lipedema because it's genetic. It's because we are traumatized. We are full of toxic mess. Our metabolic system is in disarray. Our immune system isn't working properly. You know, there are so many different factors that account for this. Most women with lipedema are mother hens. They look after everybody else as well. So there is environmental, but there's also emotional impact of lipedema. There are a lot of boxes that these women tick with lipedema. And creating this awareness that it is multifaceted, that there is a lot of work to be done in here to change the look of the body out here. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. So that's what, so when we're talking about lipedema, it hurts. You know, if we can catch it at stage 1, you can be an anorexic woman with lipedema and still have size 16 legs and be anorexic, have like not be skin and bone up here and still have size 16 legs. Starving yourself is not going to work. Does not work at all. So please have a listen to the talk that I did with Amy, and please have a listen to the talk that I did with Holly. Reach out to either one of those girls. They both have lipedema and they're both therapists. So Amy's a nutritionist and Holly is a naturopath. Okay, so you can ask in BooB camp as well. Things that you can do, things that you have to do when you have lipedema. You have to use your gloves at least twice a day. You have to breathe. You have to try not to wear restrictive clothing. You have to eat 3 meals a day, spaced at 5 hours apart. No snacking in between. So we have to have our protein and our fats and our carbs, our good carbs, no snacking. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. You have to move. You have to exercise. Even grab one of those vibration plates. Using the compression. So if you haven't got a Circulate yet, they are $500 off now, this week. A full body compression suit, and it is $300 off our lower body. So in the lower body, you are going to get the shorts that come from here down to your knee. And then you're going to get the full leg as well. Okay, so you've got the full leg here, and you also get the shorts. And then we've got the waist. So the waist, the extension of the waist goes up to, it's 1.5 meters long. So you get a tape measure, and that's what it can go. So you put that around your tummy, and you put that around your bum too. So we use the waist. The waist is good if you do have constipation. It's good as a liver pump as well, good for digestion, good for bloating. So we can use the waist section. And then we also have the arms here. So we incorporate the full arms. They come in 2 sizes. And if you are 5'6" and shorter, you would choose the regular size leg. And you can get extensions for the waist if you need to go longer. And you can get extensions for the legs to make them wider, and extensions for the shorts to make them wider. So with my compression range, I made them so I could include everybody. They are going to fit everyone. So if you're 5'6" and above, you need to choose large, and that will mean the length of the leg. And you can zip in your extenders as well. The good thing about the Circulate is that 2 people can use it at once. So you can have 1 motor. So 1 motor here can have 2 attachments. One person can be in the shorts, the other person can be in the legs with 1 motor. Or you can have the arms and the legs on at the same time and do a full body compression. If you have lipedema or lymphedema, it's definitely a must. It is absolutely a must to have pumps. You can rent them. We hire them. But at the moment with our sale, I suggest you get on and have a serious think about using the compression pumps. I know a lot of people on here have them and love them. Tammy's thumbs up. Tammy, you've lost what? How much have you lost? 30 kilos? I'll press the ask unmute button. Or are you just going to type it in?
46.
46. Here I am telling everyone you've lost 30. You've lost 46 kilos.
Yes.
Right? New woman.
Yes.
New woman. I have to go, but thank you for the information. Beautiful. Thank you. I'm not very physical mobile. Are they hard to get into, all the bits? Tammy, are they hard to get into?
No, they're easy.
Yep, it's easy to use. Sue Ellen, you've done amazing as well in yours. Yep, so Diana, what we do is we can just zip in. So they come with 1 extender, and if we need to add another extender, I think, Tammy, you started, I don't know how many extenders you started with.
1.
1, and now you're down to none?
None.
Yeah, great. Jules, I've lost 6 kilos since started using them as well. Okay, so please have a think about, even if you don't have lipedema or lipedema, like for me, to bring the stress down, that parasympathetic feeling that of being hugged and being held and moving that fluid up and around my body, they were mainly just used for sports people to use after they train. And that's why I wanted to make my own brand and have my own range that fits all sizes, that everybody can use them. How often do you use them? As often as you can. Tammy, how often do you use yours?
I use it twice a day.
Twice a day?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I'm about twice a week, but I will sit in mine for like 2-3 hours until I need to pee, and sitting in front of the TV with the compression on as well. But I've got my own pod. I've got my own Rejuvenest at home too. So I will lay and have my vibration and the sauna and the red light as well. Is it half an hour, Tammy, you're using yours for
45 minutes.
25 minutes?
45.
Oh, sorry, 45 minutes. Yeah. When you're using your compression, please make sure you use your gloves and you open up the top first. Okay, you can't just put the compression on and squeeze yourself like you are a tube of toothpaste with the lid still on. You're always doing the sequence. I want you to walk around all day rubbing your boobs. It's called boob camp. I want you to loosen up all of the boobs. Just rub your boobs all of the time. Okay, massaging the chest. Just doing that, I am tingly all over. If you can just get in the habit of doing that all of the time. Okay. Yeah, vibration plate is okay if you're having vein treatment at the moment. So, Lynn, you're having the veins, whatever, collapsed. Yeah. So what I would do, I probably wouldn't too much. I would just make sure that if you're keeping up the top open, I wouldn't use that vibration too much. I would probably put it laying on it or sitting on it, sitting on the vibration plate. Okay, not the standing. I would sit more on the vibration plate. Okay, does it fit if I'm tall? You are really tall, Kate. Yeah, so this would be the tallest ones that you would get. You can use the mag spray as a deodorant. Yes. Yes. Jules. So Julie, so she shared from Facebook, her lipedema protocol, gloves twice a day a minimum, her vibroprate, breathing, 3 meals a day, 5 hours apart, no snacks, prioritize protein and good fats, good carbs, compression suit as often as you can. It's made for everybody, a must do for lipedema and lymphedema. All right. And find a really good kinesiologist. Yeah. Kinesiology, working through our trauma. Like I go and get kinesiology or a sound therapy or a healing or a woo-woo something or other every month. Every month I am there taking a layer off this onion. You don't know what's hidden under the next part or what you pick up from other people. I have to keep myself super clean and free so I can be here for you guys. Right? Imagine me if I was taking on everybody's shit all the time, I couldn't turn up. I want to be shiny and super clean as much as I can. So I will go and find all different kinesiologists. Go and find someone who you can get deep with, who will tell you the ancestry, where you've took this on, how many generations it's come through with you. Find out what's going on and heal that. You don't have to talk about this stuff anymore. It just has to be acknowledged. That little girl inside you, it just has to be acknowledged. And that's how we then heal our emotional side, because it's not just physical. Your body keeps score. Is everybody love Louise Hay or this one here? Here it is. Your body is the barometer of the soul. Annette Noonan, like, beautiful book. It even tells you like your teeth, like what each little phalange, like what each bone means. It's a wonderful book. And you read out that emotion. All right. So if anyone has an issue with their femur on the left-hand side, have inner strength to be of service. Knee, rigidity, stops relating. So you have to be bendable. You're being stubborn. Okay? So it tells you all the different things in here. There's a lot of woo-woo that goes with this stuff, which I love too. Meditation, yes, of course. On the waist, Does the word go to the left or the right? I'm not sure where it is. Where did I just put it? Okay. So we're going to pump. What we want to do is pump from the bottom up. Okay, so that's probably the best way to explain it. We're going to pump from the bottom up. Yep, we're going to pump upwards. Okay. The book is called The Body is the Barometer of the Soul. Wonderful book. It's a Bible. It's my Bible. Absolutely love it. Okay, so tonight we have covered the spit test. If the spit is on the top, 1 month on the Good Gut Protocol. If it's in the middle, 2 months. If it's on the bottom, you are a bottom dweller. Boom, boom, boom. Nothing is going to work unless you do this protocol and you get rid of the parasites. You're going to take the Ultimate Fiber, the Vita Cleanse, and the Sea Minerals. The Ultimate Fiber tastes like absolute shit. It's bleh, it's gross. So start with 1 scoop in cold water, maybe a squeeze of lemon, scull that baby down. 2 Vita Cleanse tablets in the morning, 1 of the Ultimate Fiber before bed. Honestly, you will be squeaky clean from the inside and out. You will walk down that street like this, and then people are going to go, "Who is she? Oh my God." Right? You will feel as sexy as hell. Not for the first couple of days because you'll just be shitting. You will be addicted to looking at your poo. Like you will poo and you will be like in there looking like, where's the worms? What can I see? You will be just upset. Like, don't send me photos. Okay? I don't want to see photos. No. But you'll be obsessed with poo. It's floating today. It's sunk today. It's splattered everywhere today. Oh my God, I went 7 times today. All right. You are just going to be poo obsessed. Yeah. So we have to make sure we're getting rid of the candida and parasites and gunk out of our body. First step, drinking water, movement. Start with one thing. So these we're going to run through, and I want you to all type in something that you're going to start with doing. You're going to move. You're going to breathe. You're going to hold your body a little bit better. You are going to compliment someone tomorrow. I want to hear in boob camp. Okay? Tell me in boob camp tomorrow your story about complimenting someone. How did it make you feel? What did they say? Right? I want you to feel bloody good about yourself. You are going to do your gloves at least once a day. Yeah? Oh, fuck, we forgot the face. Right. Grab your toothbrush. Oh. This needs to be like an every night thing. All right, grab your toothbrush. We are going to activate all of those lymph nodes in your neck. Patting. If you're going to use your hands like that. Okay. Yes, Marlene, if your spit went to the top, it's on the Good Gut Protocol for 1 month. In the middle, 2 months. Down the bottom, you're a bottom dweller. 3 months on the Good Gut Protocol. Go to my website, have a look, babe. So brushing down. Now, your glymphatic system was only discovered 7 or 8 years ago from the medical system. It's how your brain drains the waste, and it drains down to here. So we're never going to push up again. We are never pushing up. And it gets through this. Have you heard of the olfactory? Right? This is how the lymph gets through deep from your brain to your skin too. And we have to massage it in a certain way to help your body drain. Now, I found out today that the medical system are now really interested in the glymphatic system because they want to know how they can use the glymphatic system for a better uptake of drugs. So their drugs can get to the areas, right? And I'm like, oh my God, here we go again. But we're going to use it to reduce the puffiness. We're going to use it so we don't get Alzheimer's and we don't get dementia and we can think clearer. Yeah. So we're going to drain down. And then the next thing we're going to do is go from our chin to our ears across like this. We're not going to start from the top because we have to make sure all of this is unblocked. If you clench your tooth, stop doing it. Move your jaw around, pretend you're a tiger. Make sure all of that is loose. Please never have a root canal. Never ever. If you've got the amalgam, if you've got mercury fillings, go to a very good dentist to get them taken out. Make sure they make a dam in because you are poisoning yourself. And we can talk about, Cass will talk about that tomorrow night as well. So we're going to drain across to your ear. Okay, pulling your skin. If you're using your toothbrush, it's too hard to put the spiky gloves on your face. Okay, this just isn't right. But it is nice to lay with them. You know those Shakti mats, right? So this is like a Shakti mat for the back of your head. So pop that behind your head, like that. But use your brush. Take your brush with you, your toothbrush in the car. I sit with it all. I've got them everywhere. And we're going across to your ear and then we're draining down. Now you might get a bit of a nasal drip. You might get a runny nose for a little while. We're going to brush. So remember at the start that I said that your body doesn't do equal left and right, but your brain does. So you're going to go to one side. So we're starting here, we're going across and working our way up. It feels nice. Okay, brushing across. And then when you use your face biotics, when you're doing your moisturizer, you're going to do down your neck. You're going to go across your chin, across. Work it in this area here, this wagon wheel pickup zone, and then drain it down. Drain it down. If your lymph nodes are up, your immune system is struggling. Okay. And then across and across and across. And you can do your head. That feels nice too. Adding in a nice deep breath. Oh, Shell. My God. Hello, baby. Oh, and across and across and across. Okay. That's how we're going to drain our brain and not get dementia and not be a statistic, because dementia is the #1 killer of women in Australia. Okay, our brains are full of shit. So let's help drain that. Okay, so we are brushing our body with our gloves. Just like you brush your teeth every day, you're going to brush your body with your gloves. Doing your sequence every day is a non-negotiable. Non-negotiable, has to be done. You do not leave the house unless you use your gloves. You can feel the sponge, you can feel your skin, you can feel the heaviness, you can feel that lymphatic blockages in your body, and you will feel it shift. As a lymphatic specialist, I can do a massage on a client and they can be all lumpy and bumpy in their chest, and then I can do their massage and I can come back and then that's all gone. But meanwhile, they would have gone to a doctor, had a stupid biopsy done, never do one of those either. And then, you're in that mess of, if I talk about that again, I'll get shut down again. All right. So we just have to be careful with what we say, unfortunately. But I want to thank you all for listening in, for participating with me. The spiky side definitely doesn't work for face, Christy. Yes. Mads, can you please put the good gut protocol in again? Great. Thank you, Chelsey, for tonight. You're amazing. Make me feel good. Yeah. You all make me feel good. Okay. This is all about sharing information, sharing what works for me, sharing what has worked for my community, making a difference, taking control, taking charge, empowering 5 million women worldwide. We have to be able to think for ourselves a little bit more, ask questions, be curious, have a look at the side effects of the pharmaceutical drugs that you've been given. They're not good, and most of them is swelling, so that means that it's completely stuffing up your lymphatic system. Look into everything. Okay, jump into Boob Camp, ask some more questions, anything that I can help with in there. We have an amazing team of practitioners, but not only practitioners, people who have been round the bend with me so many times and keep on turning up, keep on showing up. It's sort of like Alcoholics Anonymous, isn't it? I'm turning up, I'm a lymphatic, you know. All right, so please come and join me. Is there anything that I missed? Let me know. What have I missed? All good? All good. All right, babes. So have a really nice sleep. Rub your magnesium on your feet. Grab out your pamphlet. Read a couple of these beautiful affirmations about yourself. Okay? I appreciate you all. Love having you on my team. And I look forward to you please joining tomorrow night as well. And welcome Cass, because she hasn't spoken publicly like this ever before about, and she's going to drop some bombs about the system and about, hope you don't get shut down, and about the mesh and about what it's doing and about the lawsuits. Everybody knows someone, and you know what? I'm going to tell a little bit of her story. So many people don't know that they've had the mesh actually inserted into them. So if you've got a like hernia operation, or you've gone like some other operation in bits and pieces, unless you ask for your medical records, you don't even know that, you cannot even know that you've got this mesh inside you that's causing the poison and the septicness. Okay, so please join in tomorrow night. I know you will love her, and welcome her. Okay. Big love, everyone. I will see you all tomorrow night. Jump into Boob Camp, answer any questions. If you have any questions about the Circulate, just ring us in clinic tomorrow, and I can answer your questions. Oh, it was, yes. You can slam it down. I like it now. What is that VB ad? Can someone please, if I've got it now, something. Can anyone remember that VB ad? As a matter of fact, I've got it now. Something like that. Yeah. All right. Big love. See you later.